Live in Palm Springs, California, it's the Mark and Tony Show. Tonight's guest, Manny the Movie Guy. Also, Maria Viola Jefferson. And musical director, yours truly, Mark Antonelli. Welcome, everyone, Mark and Tony.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you very much. It's about time you got it right, okay?
It only took 12 times, and we got it.
It's okay.
And thank you, everybody, for showing up this evening. It never gets old. We appreciate everybody showing up. Thank you.
I'm glad you said that. What a crowd. What a crowd.
And I also want to thank, after I sit down, Chef George, Lana, and the best bartender in the valley. Tony, take it this time.
Vladimir!
All right, now that we got all the introductions, what's going on?
Well, you know, first I got to apologize for having to retake again with our producer over here yelling in the background over here. All of a sudden, you know, my microphone was down here somewhere, and I think I must have passed some gas or something. He must have heard something. Sorry about that, Sonny. Okay.
I knew I smelled something.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm Italian. I eat a lot of peppers, okay?
All right, now that you got that out of the way, what's going on?
Well, actually, it was a good thing I got out of the way because I feel much better now.
Okay, good.
I can actually tighten my belt loop one more.
And by the way, that jacket seems to be. Are you shrinking? That 48 looks like it's.
But you know,
what is it?
I normally wear a 48. Okay. You know, these guys make fun of me all the time because I'm like this kind of blocky Italian guy. You know, I got big legs. I can't even cross my legs. These guys don't understand this stuff. But you know, I'm a big boy. I got big bones. I take after my grandpa. Okay.
Okay.
And you know, we're all kind of like thick. You know, like a watermelon head, big legs, big knees, everything. So you know, that's why they call me the Big A.
And friends, I'm speechless after all that. I mean, that dissertation that he just. I don't know what comeback do you have for that?
What do you mean what comeback? You always make fun of me. It's like Abbott and Costello. I'm always Costello. He's Abbott. By the way, you know, people tell us we're like Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis. Why am I Jerry Lewis and you're Dean Martin? Why don't we just, you know, I'm
I'll
always
play the straight guy to your comedy all the time. And,
okay,
you
so
know,
what
and Dean Martin's a little better looking.
Actually, we want to be Dean. You know, I'm glad, you know, good thing my mother's not alive. Otherwise, you'd be dead right now. Okay? You'd be taking her place. Okay, so let me tell you this.
Okay.
You know, we have this debate going on. We really want to be like, what?
Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra.
Okay, so we want you guys to get involved in this.
Oh, God.
Dean Martin or Frank Sinatra?
Dean Martin.
Dean Martin right there. Dean Martin.
Oh! That had to be Angela in the back. I know that voice.
That had to be Angela. That
Hey.
had to be Angela.
And then how about me? Don't
And there you go. The audience said it all.
Don't
Who
everybody
said Rodney? That's hysterical.
Don't everybody jump on board at one time, okay?
All right, now that we got that out of the way, everybody, Tony, or Rodney, is going to give the guest lineup tonight, so please.
Okay, so we got Maria Viola Jefferson with us tonight, okay?
Speed it up, Tony, speed it up.
And then we got Manny the Movie Guy.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back, everybody.
That's Joey DeFonso, a.k.a. Mark Murphy.
I'm no snitch, but I really don't like the way he treats women.
What do you think you're doing?
He got in some trouble with the boys back in Chicago a few months back. So the FBI bought him and his family a one-way ticket to Palm Springs, California.
I got this idea. I want to run for mayor.
On the condition that he keeps his nose clean and his mouth shut.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Filmed on location in Palm Springs.
Welcome back, everybody, and thanks for showing up tonight. I have the honor of introducing this guest. He's from the NBC affiliate, Palm Springs, California. He's a movie critic, just an all-around good chap, good guy, fun guy. Please, everybody, a round of applause for Manny, the Movie Guy.
There he is. Calm down, everything good. Just don't jump.
I love jumping.
I know you like jumping. Sit down.
All right, so first things first. We need to talk about this jacket. Those
Thank you.
boots. That shirt.
The boots are made for walking. Yeah, but thank you though. It's designed by a great friend of mine,
Okay.
Galleria Marconi of Palm Springs. It took him he did this during the whole pandemic, by the way. This was his project, and now it's
There you
here.
go.
And who doesn't like Madonna? Can I show it real quick?
Please.
And watch out for the microphone.
Here. In a call. Album, True Blue album.
Very
There you go.
nice, Manny.
It
Very,
shows
very
my
nice.
There's Manny in living color.
I was
over
going to
there.
say, he's got the NBC colors going right now, so
Thank you.
perfect.
I'm
Perfect.
representing.
Yes, you are. So, all right, so now we got that set up. Tell us what's been happening. I know with the pandemic and everything, so tell us what you've been
I
up to.
am just, you know what, seriously, I am so happy to be back in the movie theaters. The first movie that I saw after the pandemic, when it was open now, is F9, the Fast and Furious.
How was
Oh,
that?
man.
It's actually good.
Yeah?
I actually enjoyed it. If you like cars in space, this will be for you.
Perfect.
Cars in space.
So how many, wait a minute, let's do it the right way. How many kisses?
How many? Very good. That's a good, three out of four.
Three other.
Because Fast and Furious is a consistent franchise. They know what they're doing. They're not afraid of what they are. They're just slam bam, car chase scenes, and that's what you're gonna get, and that's what you will be getting.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Be one to watch.
Yes.
Definitely.
You know, one thing I like to add, my son's mother-in-law is Filipino. And when I told her that I knew Manny the movie guy, she just absolutely flipped out. So tell us about your influence in the Filipino community.
I am very, very blessed to be on the Filipino channel as well. The Filipino channel is like, a pay-per-view kind of thing, but it's very, very influential in the Filipino community. And I'm glad that your mother-in-law watches me, and my mom in Branson, Missouri, can watch me as well. And just like a typical mom. Manny, I saw you this morning on Balitang America. You look fat today. I'm like, okay, mommy. What am I gonna say? Thanks, mother. But I'm very, very thankful because that becomes her entertainment, is to see his wonderful son on TV.
Well, very good. So Manny, so everybody gets an idea of how did you get involved in this? What brought you to where you are today?
Oh, do you have time? No.
We got 7 minutes and 35 seconds. The floor is yours.
No, it all begins in school, and every time I talk to kids in school, it's all about. I always tell them that it's awesome to talk to the Harry Potter cast or the Marvels people, but really at the end of it, it's just go to school. I went to school for it, and I'm so glad that this little Filipino boy from the Philippines is on an American TV. It's a big deal, especially coming from me. So. Thank you.
Manny, let me ask you a question. You mentioned your mom. You have any siblings? You have any brothers, sisters?
I'm the only children. I'm both. No, I'm sorry. I'm only child. I do have a lot of half siblings. That's a different story.
Yeah.
It's a book, actually.
So for another day, I guess, right? Okay.
When I release the book.
All right, good enough.
So let me ask you this. Were you born in the Philippines, obviously?
I was born in the Philippines.
And
yeah.
then how old were you when you came to this country?
When I moved to America, I was 20.
20.
Yeah,
Really?
so
You were really a grown
20.
man? So you
I'm a
did,
grown man when I moved to America.
so you did all your schooling back in the Philippines, correct?
No, I did my parts of my college, but I actually finished. I moved to Indiana. I call it my formative years in America. I spent my formative years in America, in Northwest Indiana. I went to Purdue University. Yes, I went to school, Purdue University, radio and TV. I went to finish my post-baccalaureate degree for film at the School of the Art Institute in Chicago. So I'm a Midwest kind of dude. And then I got tired of the snow, and I said, you know what? Let's go to the desert. And so we moved to the desert.
So I get it now. You just were dying to come here because you love that 124-degree weather.
Right? Can you tell? I'm sweating.
So when did you come here to the desert, and what brought you here?
2004. I was in the ABC station in Las Vegas, And then I got tired, really seriously. I love Las Vegas. I love visiting Las Vegas, but it's not a place to live.
Really?
No, I mean,
Well,
it's 24/7. Yeah,
Telling me you're losing track of time there.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I think it's Monday, but it's actually Saturday. That kind of stuff. No, yeah. So I just got tired of the whole Las Vegas scene. So I said, you know what? Let me move to somewhere different. Okay. I ended up in another desert, Palm Springs. But our general manager at the ABC station used to own the NBC station here, KMIR, and so they said, yeah, why didn't you move there? I'm like, okay, and I've been here. Here's the thing, I was just planning to be here for 2 years.
Really? That was the timeline
in
you were
the
going
TV,
with?
In the TV world, you're supposed to be in a little market for like a couple of years, then you move to another market, But I just fell in love of the city. I fell in love of the Coachella Valley as a whole, and the people, and I just love the way of life here. And so I stayed. I'm proud to say I'm a desert rat now.
There you go. There you go.
The thing I like about you is you always have this happy persona about you. Okay,
It's infectious.
You're a very infectious person. You always reflect love and happiness. Obviously, your attire, you're a very flamboyant character. I try to be that way, but it just doesn't work for me. I don't know what it is. I'm not that flamboyant.
That's because I'm the one that just puts up with him, Manny.
Well, and this guy here, he can't do it because he's in the witness protection program. But
well, that's true.
So anyway, the thing is that I really, really believe that you represent a very important segment of our community.
Oh. Right.
Okay?
All segments.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, there is something I want to bring up. Thank you, everybody. So, what's your thoughts? I mean, it just brought Marilyn Monroe statue was just brought back here, so assembled. I believe in front of the Art Museum.
Yeah. Yes, I was actually there this morning.
Okay, so how is everybody taking that? What's the feedback you're
getting? There's pros and cons. I mean, some people complain about Marilyn Monroe's underwear showing, and I mean, it's grandma underwear. It's really even sexy. No, seriously. Here's the thing. I love Marilyn Monroe, and I do get both sides, but come on, it's a work of art, and I think it's been here before already. Was there any problem?
But see, that was my question. It has been here, and I didn't hear anything brought up, so
and
I'm curious.
So
that's my question.
The reason why it came back is because many people wanted it back, and I know there was a gentleman that brought it back. His name escapes me at the moment. There you go.
Thank you, audience.
Can you say that a little louder?
Louder.
Yeah, he was very instrumental to bringing it back. And I remember being there one day when he was at a meeting with talking about this. So anyway, so it's all good for the city. You are a wonderful person for this town. I'm telling you, like I say, what you portray, your personality, the things that you do, the work that you do in the community, it doesn't go unnoticed.
Oh,
we all appreciate
No, you do a great job. And from that too, Manny also was on Mark's Place, and his character. Well, I guess I'll let you talk about the character and what that character was about with a certain person in our audience.
Yeah, I think there's a person in our audience there that, anyway, I'll let you take it from there.
Yeah, he's kind of sitting front and center.
Well, our friend Steven Cicerone plays a struggling actor, right? And a host, a restaurant host. And I played Ishi Torres, an avant-garde director who just have no time for everyone. But I had a great time doing it, by the way.
Yeah, fun, good.
Yes, my entrance is just amazing. You open the door and it's
I'll tell you what.
It's like I'm angel.
You can't beat that one. I mean, you stole the show with that.
Oh, yeah. You came in just...
Mic drop, that's it.
It was a mic drop, that's for sure. For sure it was a mic drop. So, and the production here with Mark's Place and some of the other productions that have gone out here in the Palm Springs area, do you think there's more growth that's starting to happen here now? Do you think it's starting to blossom out here? I know a lot of productions are done in Los Angeles or Chicago, New York, and what have you. Yeah. But do you think we're starting to get that momentum here once again?
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, we do have a lot of filmmakers here that are making mark in Hollywood now. We have Christian Sesma, who continues making films, and he just released a movie. So we have a lot of those artists that are coming here, and really, honestly, I mean, it's so fun to shoot here. Our city has such a great personality, a great character. It plays its own character every time you put Palm Springs in a movie or a series.
Everybody, if you get a chance to watch Manny, he does it here in Palm Springs. He also does his movie premieres and different events out of Los Angeles as well. So please take a look. He's a fantastic person. He's a good friend.
Yep.
Everybody, give a round of applause for Manny, the movie guy. I love him. Great guy. Super person. I really appreciate him being out here. We'll be back.
G. Aries Visions, visuals from concept to completion, specializing in distinctive logos, identities, and branding. From business cards to banners to billboards, G. Aries Visions is your best graphics solution.
That's Joey DeFonso, a.k.a. Mark Murphy.
I'm no snitch, but I really don't like the way he treats women.
What do you think you're doing?
He got in some trouble with the boys back in Chicago a few months back. So the FBI bought him and his family a one-way ticket to Palm Springs, California.
I got this idea. I want to run for mayor.
On the condition that he keeps his nose clean and his mouth shut.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Filmed on location in Palm Springs.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you. Welcome back. I have the honor of introducing this guest, Miss Maria Viola Jefferson. She is a writer, a producer. I mean, she's a nurse. She's got everything going for herself. She is a fantastic talent. She's out of Philadelphia. She's also been writing on Mark's Place, amongst many other things. So please give a round of applause for Miss Maria Viola Jefferson. Uh-oh. She's coming up with gifts?
I am, yes. This is for you.
Oh, thank you.
I think that one, well, you can exchange the sizes if it's not one for you. And then this is for Mark Anthony.
For me? You shouldn't have.
Woo! Sonny already got one.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Appreciate it, okay?
Thank you.
Very much.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, anytime. All right, let's take a look at, hold it.
Let me
There
see.
it is.
I think, yeah, I definitely got the sizes mixed.
Well, I got the tent.
Wait a minute, what are you trying to say? Wait a minute.
You get the tent.
Here we go again. Jeez. No.
This fits. Tony gets the tent.
No.
Mark, what's your size?
Oh, wait. His is a women's. No, it's a women's piece.
You know what? I really appreciate it, but no respect by my friend over here.
Please have a seat. And thank you. Thank you very much, Maria.
You're welcome.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Really appreciate the big shirt. Okay.
You can always trade with Mark.
That's okay.
Oh my gosh. Then he would be a cartoon character.
To be quite honest with you, this will fit on his head just fine. Okay? A big head. Actually, I'm the one with the watermelon head, huh?
Yeah, yes you are. But I wasn't going to say it, but I'm glad you did.
You know, when I was young, when I had my football helmet, they had a special order it back in the day.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, we don't care
Anyway,
about that.
that's
Let's
not
go.
it. We're here for
Maria. Okay,
Maria.
Maria, I have to ask you the $1 million question. So we became associated with you through a very special person, I'm assuming, in your life, like he's become a special, sort of person in our life, Sonny Velosi. How did it all start?
Yes. So Sonny and I met in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Yep. That is where I'm from still. And, you know, Sonny and I met on a project that I started working on. I wrote and produced called Offstage Elements. It's a feature film. And it's on 7 different channels right now on demand. It's on Amazon Prime.
Congratulations,
Thank
Maria.
you. Thank you.
Give it up for her.
Thank you. The premise of the movie is about a rock band, and the lead singer gets cancer, and advanced stage cancer, and he leaves on a 1-year hiatus, and he goes into remission. When he returns to his bad boy bandmates, he announces that he is now a reborn Christian. And so this doesn't sit well with the bandmates because they don't know how to take this news, and they're non-Christians, they're not, you know, spiritual. And so the challenges that they each go through in their personal lives and he draws them into his spirituality.
Great inspiration for a movie.
Thank you.
Let's give it up. I mean, that's really, really good.
And it actually stars, it features motion picture actor Mike Starr, who was in Dumb and Dumber with Jim Carrey, and The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. He played opposite of Kevin Costner.
I remember that.
Goodfellas, he was Frenchie. Tony Darrow also he was in Analyze This, and also Goodfellas. So it was a great opportunity to work with those guys.
Really? So how was it?
And the Mr. Sonny Belosa.
Could you do me a favor? I'm a little concerned. Could you try to track down Vic? Could you call him for me, please?
Of course,
Please.
Manny.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Vic is not going to help you, pal. I'm going to tell you right now. You're out of order. You made a big mistake here.
Me?
Yeah. All the years of friendship, what happened to that?
Excuse me. Look, Pete, you know, the guys aren't here yet. You just have to say, I want to introduce you to one of my oldest and dearest friends, Carlo Capozzoli.
Who the fuck is Pete? Your muscle?
I got a Ben Franklin look-alike to harass you here, right? What am I doing? No, this is one of my finest musicians. Actually, Carlo was just leaving, but not until I sing
now
this.
you got me leaving, huh?
Well, yeah, but first
I'll
I
leave
gotta...
when I want to leave, pal.
Understood, but first I gotta sink this 8-ball. What is it, sweetheart?
Stan just called and he's running late. It's no answer on Vic's phone.
You tried all? Every... Huh.
Supposed to get somebody.
Christ, wow. Yeah, it's for looking, for booking.
Nice shot. You look like Ray Charles. You sunk the cue ball.
Story of my life, huh?
Very, very good.
So make sure, folks, you check it out, okay?
Yes.
You know what? Do you have a website that these folks can go on and check out what you got going on?
Absolutely. mvjproductions.com. So after Sonny and I worked on Offstage Elements, he moved out here to Palm Springs, and ever since we worked on that project together, him and his partner from Don't Go There Productions, Bob Bizik, said, we want you to work with us in the future. Like, honest to goodness, you will be working with us on other projects in the future. And then I started working with him on Mark's Place, and episode 4 I started to write with him, and it was a blast. And I had something in common with Manny, the movie guy, and I also got to squeeze Steve Ciceron's booty in a scene. I wrote it in there.
What's up with Steve Ciceron?
Uh-huh.
Talk about enough plugs for this little guy. I don't see him in the audience.
I'm over here.
There
He's
he
behind Steve.
He's over there hiding his booty.
Yeah.
So writing on Mark's Place has been one of the funnest projects I've been,
We're happy
on.
that you're part of it. It's
Thank
been a
you.
great ride.
And I played Trixie in
Yes,
Mark's
you did.
Place too.
And Tony and I had a scene where we had to confront you at our restaurant.
Yep.
Kind of, where all the guys are kind of surrounding you, taking appointments, for the lack of a better
all
term.
the boys, yep.
And asking you, will you please stop doing that in my restaurant?
I honestly got to say thanks to you. I could be walking down the street and people come up to me and say, "Hey, Stugatz." Like, really? I mean, you've written all these scenes that, I'm Lou Stugatz on the show. And well, if you want to know what Lou Stugatz is, I'll tell you later. But thank you very much for, because when I first came on the show, I was just supposed to play an accordion player in the restaurant. And then after that, somehow, some way, it all developed. And everything that you've written for me, I really appreciate it, as well as the rest of the cast. Okay?
Yeah, here too, really. Echoing what Tony has said, I appreciate it as well with your writing, Sonny's writing, and the blossoming of Mark's Place, and hopefully we'll get back on this fall again, and you'll participate again and keep things going.
Any new projects?
Yeah, I'm working on another feature film project starting July 11th back in Philadelphia as a co-producer also, and it's called Blurred Lines, and it's with some established writers and directors, and that's really exciting to work on. I'm excited about that one. And that's a drama. It's almost like a modern Western or bike gang type of thing, but it's really good. And I'm also working on a book. I'm finishing it. It will be finished by the end of 2021. It's a cold case book. I'm working with Detective Chris McMullen, and he is also an actor, but he is a police detective and who has a knack for solving cold cases. And matter of fact, he just in March solved a 36-year Jane Doe cold case. So, you know, and that is, I will say.
Please give it up for sure. Yeah, most definitely.
And Chris McMullen has been, like, his cold cases have been featured on other shows such as American Detective, True Crime, Nightmare Next Door. So all these stories about these cold cases and some other really significant cases that he has solved are in the book. And so I'm just finishing cleaning it up, and it will be out, and who knows, maybe we'll make a film about it. So
Wow, you're a busy lady, and you're a nurse?
Well,
I am a nurse.
You know,
yes.
that's one thing I wanted to add before it was over. There's a minute left. She's one of our heroes. She is an RN, okay? In her spare time, that's what she does.
Exactly.
When she's not writing film and stuff, she's out saving lives as an RN in the hospital. Okay, so.
And I actually got voted Nurse of the Year.
So everybody, please give an applause here for Maria, because she is a lady with many talents. There you go. Listen, we'll be right back, everybody, and thank you.
That's Joey DeFonso, a.k.a. Mark Murphy.
I'm no snitch, but I really don't like the way he treats women.
What do you think you're doing?
He got in some trouble with the boys back in Chicago a few months back. So the FBI bought him and his family a one-way ticket to Palm Springs, California.
I got this idea. I want to run for mayor.
On the condition that he keeps his nose clean and his mouth shut.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Filmed on location in Palm Springs.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Mark and Tony Show with Mr. Mark Antonelli here, our sound and musician for the show. Hey, great job. I'll reach across there, brother.
Mark,
Very
Tony.
good, very, very
The
good.
Tre Amici, huh?
Yes, to the three Amicis. Hey, listen, Tony, special thanks out, and for Mark and I, but special thanks out. Who's on the show tonight? Tell
Maria,
us.
Viola, Jefferson.
Maria, I gotta tell you, the Queen Bee. The Queen Bee.
Yep. And how about Manny, the movie guy?
The Queen King.
Man, I got to get one of those jackets.
I got to tell you what, Manny was fantastic. He did a great job.
Tonight's show was really just filled with absolute just love and class and elegance, and that's exactly what we are all about, boys.
Exactly,
you know what,
I got to tell you.
And how about our audience? Oh, my God.
The audience
What
is
a
always.
great-
You know what? I'll tell you what. We can't do it without the audience, but we can't do it out with Chef George, Lana, and Vladimir.
Yep.
I mean, the venue here is perfect for our show. And many thanks again, obviously, to Manny and Maria, because both of them knocked it out of the park. And of course, Mark Antonelli. Yep. No one better than Mark Antonelli. So.
And as usual, we like to give a shout out to the crew.
That's right.
We like to give a shout out to those behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Like people like Carol Latham, Franny.
Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Next week.
Enjoy. Bye-bye, everybody.
Hi, I'm Mark Lantero,
And I'm Tony Pomponi.
inviting you to join us
Every Saturday morning at 10:30
on KPSA TV.
for the Mark and Tony Show. And while Mark's coughing, hey, I got a new show. It's going to be called The Tony and Nobody Show.